What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another installment of Tony Tweeted What? If you haven't seen it before, it's basically these episodes are the Multiversus news roundup. Everything from the past 7 days, anything that's notable, we discuss in these videos. So any little bits of breadcrumbs, little bits of information that we get to learn about Multiversus, you will find it right here in these videos. Today, we have, I believe, 7 different topics to discuss. So I'm wasting time at this point. I apologize. Let's get to the first topic, shall we? And the first topic has to be with a stupidly OP character. So here's the tweet in question from Tony, actually, where he tells us, wrapped up design implementation on another character yesterday. They are probably stupidly OP. Read that one more time. They are probably stupidly OP. Yeah, that caught my eye too. Not the stupidly OP part, but we'll get to that in a second. But we'll see with some testing, starting on the next one today. So again, let's go back to that second sentence. They are probably stupidly OP, and that caught my eye immediately, and I had to tweet at Tony. So for once, I actually featured in the Multiversus news roundup. Not that that matters to anybody, but I had to get some clarification, and I basically said they, as in a duo character, or they in the general sense. And, you know, people were going to wonder, right? We don't want nothing left unturned. So Tony, the great guy that he is, actually replied to me very quickly. General sense. Don't want to give away too much. So I guess technically it still could be a duo character, because again, he's not going to tell us who the character is, but he's just general sense. So it could just be a single character, it could be a 2-in-1 character, it could be a trio, Animaniacs, I don't know. It could be anybody, literally, but whatever he's saying here, whatever this character ends up being, right now they might be pretty OP. So I'm not sure what kind of powers might come to mind, but I don't know. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, what this OP character might end up being. Topic number 2 has to do with Tony, again, just letting us know. He's just tweeting, like, this isn't a question he's answering. This is just him telling us stuff. But it has to do with, I guess, a new character gameplay mechanic. And so that's what he tells us. Just created a character gameplay mechanic that is both interesting and broken. There's theoretical counterplay, at least, which is always good. We will have to test and see how healthy this mechanic actually is. So it sounds like him and his team might be experimenting with some sort of character. Maybe this ties into the stupidly OP character that he told us about a day prior, the previous topic we just discussed. I'm not sure. It could, but maybe it couldn't. But yeah, a character gameplay mechanic that is interesting and broken at the same time. I'm not sure what might come to mind. What could be broken? Infinite knockback? No, that makes no sense because that is broken. I don't know. Let me know what you got. If anybody has thoughts about this one, let me know what you think. But Tony letting us know. Character gameplay mechanic, they're testing some stuff out. So it looks like they're trying to push the boundaries with some characters. They want others to stand out, you know, from everybody else, which is a good thing. But like he says, at least there's theoretical counterplay. You can't have something broken and have nothing to counter it. So it's good that they're already thinking of this stuff and not just go, oh, cool, secretly OP mega character, just put him in the game and then we'll fix him later. No, they're like fixing it and working on it right now. So that's kind of cool, at least. Topic number 3. Now we're getting to some questions that Tony has been answering, and this topic has to do with those color outlines on the fighters. So that was the question, right? Hey, Tony, will there be an option to disable the color outlines on our fighter? So if anybody remembers from the reveal trailer, or there's been a couple little gameplay clips, we will see some sort of blue outline, or is there like a red outline, a yellow outline? I think there's outlines around the characters, and some people don't like it, and maybe some people would prefer it if that wasn't there. But Tony's response is yes, there will be an option to turn off those outlines on the characters, but for gameplay clarity, it's not recommended. So it sounds like the outlines are there for a reason. Hopefully, I know that was something that did catch my eye originally with the reveal trailer. Like, ooh, those outlines. Is that Is that needed? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. Maybe just over time by playing the game, maybe you just don't even notice it. Maybe the game works fine without the outlines. I'm not sure exactly. We'll have to wait for the open beta or the next test, whatever might be coming. But at least there is the option to turn it off, which is always good. More options, the better. Topic number 4, we're discussing character skins and how are they going to kind of be balanced in terms of who gets skins and who might not get skins. So here's the question from our good friend Kal-El. Hey Tony, wanted to ask, is it easier to get skins for characters you already have the licenses for? Also, will you guys use any fan-made skins in the future? Will all characters have a skin cycle or not? Just one instead of like one character getting 8 skins while, you know, somebody else has 2. So, you know, maybe because we know there's going to be an item shop, there's a battle pass. So take the item shop, for example, and take Batman, for example. We don't want to see 8 brand new Batman skins back to back to back to back to back to back, right? It's like, all right, well, we got to show love to the other characters. There's more than just Batman. Don't get me wrong. I love my Batman. I love me some Batman. And I will buy some Batman skins, no doubt. I will spend money on this game. I promise you that. But let's balance it out. So here's Tony's reply. Yes, for licensed skins, so it is easier for them to get alternate costumes for the characters that they already have the license for, which is good. And then fan-inspired skins will be a thing, I hope. We'll do a balanced approach. If certain character skins have a lot of interest by players, we will, of course, try to make those. But hopefully we don't leave other characters behind too much. So let's go back and use Batman. So say there's a Batman, one skin that I absolutely love and I would hope makes it into the game somehow. Batman, the samurai look. I really want that. I don't know why. I just love the samurai Batman outfit. If that could be an alternate costume, I will buy that instantly the first second it's in the item shop. And then say like more fans want to see a Batman Beyond alternate costume for Batman. So if the interest is there, they're gonna do it. But I think at the same time, they can't keep prioritizing the same character over and over because, like I said, there's going to be many more characters on the roster. You got to show them love because people will want to buy alternate costumes for their favorite characters. Maybe somebody's not the biggest fan of Batman and they'd rather have a new costume for Jake or Finn or Harley Quinn or somebody. And it's like, well, come on, show them some love. So hopefully they kind of figure out an interesting balance for that. But, you know, that's for the future to decide. Topic number 5. I don't know why I made that dramatic. Topic number 5, though, has to do with the Founders Pack. We talked about this last week a little bit, so we kind of have a little bit of a follow-up to this. So here's the question. Hey, Tony, I have a question, and it follows. The Founders Pack that is planned, will it be a pack that you can purchase, as many other games have done, like Rogue Company, for example, or something that will be granted to players that have played the game in the test? So will people that were in the tech test or maybe in the open beta, will they get rewarded with something? So how's the Founders Pack gonna work? Tony's response is, they're for purchase. Players in our test will get some other goodies that are permanent. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like a best of both worlds, right? There will be something you can purchase. Again, who knows what it might be. It will not be characters. It will not be characters, but there could be character skins, could be player profile icons or banners if they do that, or KO animations. That was one that I think they'll end up doing. I don't know, stuff like that. That's kind of what I imagine that would be purchasable, more character skin stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, maybe there's a player profile icon that says you were part of the first tech test and, you know, tech test number 1. That way you can kind of proudly display that you were one of the lucky few that made it into the tech test and others weren't. So you can kind of rub that in our face, but still it's good to know that there's a good balance of purchases for the Founders Pack as well as, you know, players that were in the tech test. They'll get rewarded in some form or another. Topic number 6. We are talking about controller settings, I guess is a good way to put that. So here's the question. Sup, Tony? Hope you're doing good, bro. Got a question that's been on my mind recently. Will Multiversus be a game that can be played competitively on keyboard as well as controller? Asking this because most fighting games are suited for controller more. and maybe an arcade stick. But yes, sure, arcade pad, whatever. But yes, I get where they're coming from, right? If you're a console player, yeah, you're probably playing on controller. PC players, they still might play on controller, but there are those that are suited much more for the keyboard type of gameplay. So does Multiversus support that? Tony's response is, we support everything, and we tried really hard to make it so there's no competitive advantage for whatever you choose. I think the team is evenly split on controller/keyboard currently, and actually Tony himself plays keyboard only. So look at that. See, it's just your preference, and more options the better. You can play on keyboard if that's the way you prefer, or if you want to play on controller, that is also supported, which is great. So Multiversus is a great approach for this game. Anybody and everyone is possible, and sounds like any option to play this game is also possible. And the last topic of the video, which actually might be the best one, depending on if you played the game or not, but here's the question. Hi Tony, I'm from Brazil. I have 2 questions about Multiversus. There aren't many people here who have a PC to play. I would like to know if there's still a lot left for a beta for consoles. Like, is there a lot of work still left for the beta for the console players? And in this beta, will we also have something permanent for those who play too? So Tony's response here is console crossplay soonish. Boom! Console crossplay soonish. Now, I need to throw this out there. This doesn't necessarily mean the next test will include console players. For example, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really am. I want to get my hands on this game. I want to play the open beta. But what if, as an example, what if the next test gets announced and it's PC only, but then say 1 month after the next test ends, hypothetically, what if then they go straight into the open beta that includes console players? So that it's something to think about, but console crossplay soonish. I mean, that's kind of, it's better than nothing for us console players, right? We got something, so console crossplay soonish. Maybe that does mean the next test is going to include console players. We can all hope, but only time will tell. So that is it for the Multiversus News Roundup for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed, as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.